Hi there, it's Lisa here on our 12th Sunday of Ordinary Time and our second reading. We're continuing in our letter from St. Paul to the Romans. It absolutely picks up from where we were last week, verse 11 ending, verse 12 starting this time. And this one is kind of a little bit of a theology here. So it starts out, brothers and sisters. I want you to take a look at some adults as you say those words. Through one man, sin entered the world. So we're going to pause after that man, through one man. That's Adam. Okay, people should be thinking, that's Adam. And through sin, death. So death came. Okay, I like a different translation, and this translation starts out, you know the story of how Adam landed us in the dilemma we're in. First sin, then death. Okay, and thus death came to all men, inasmuch as all sinned. Okay, that sin, oh, and no one exempt from either sin or death. So no exemption, the whole world, right? For up to the time of the law, so that's Moses, sin was in the world, though sin is not accounted when there is no law. So sin is there, but the consequences of the sin, the extent of disturbance was not clear, is what this one says, until God spelled it out through Moses. Okay? So sin is not accounted when there is no law, but it's still there. And death is still there, but death reigned from Adam to Moses. So people, sorry, that's it. You didn't commit the initial sin, right? Even over those who did not sin after the pattern of the trespass of Adam. So what was Adam? Adam was in complete, wonderful connection with God and couldn't figure out how to apologize even after he trespassed. He hid, right? Okay. So even those who did not sin after the pattern of the trespass of Adam, like knew God so well and betrayed God anyway. So Adam is called the type of the one who was to come, the one who was to come. But the gift is not like the transgression, the gift from God. For if by the transgression of the one, that's Adam, the many died, so we're pausing, how much more did the grace of God and the gracious gift of the one man, pause again, Jesus Christ, pause again, overflow for the many? There we go. So what's he saying? Okay, that even though Adam's sin impacted everyone in terms of sinning and death, even if we didn't understand the law or sins or what it was called, right? That happened with Moses and the law. Even if we didn't understand it, it impacted all of us. And then here comes Jesus, the gift. It's the gracious gift of God through Jesus. So as we do this, so let me take some time to just read it without all that commentary and just read it as if it were you reading it, right? Brothers and sisters, through one man, sin entered the world, and through sin, death. And thus, death came to all men, inasmuch as all sinned. For up to the time of the law, sin was in the world, though sin is not accounted when there is no law. But death reigned from Adam to Moses, even over those who did not sin after the pattern of the trespass of Adam, who is the type of the one to come. But the gift is not like the transgression. For if by the transgression of the one the many died, how much more did the grace of God and the gracious gift of the one man, Jesus Christ, overflow for the many. And we're going to wait 1, 2, 3. The word of the Lord, smiling after all that. All right. So practice reading aloud so you can get your pauses and your pacing and your inflections, okay? God bless.